that an ugly ass bitch like this would even say that. Oh my God, are you fucking insane? Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce.
Hey you guys, welcome back to the C's for Class. I'm Cameron Noel. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe down below and click the bell notification so that you get notified when I upload new videos. And make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. So y'all know what we're here. We're here to talk about Beyonce's Homecoming documentary that came out on Netflix last week. I just finished watching the rest of it last night. I know I'm late, as always. But I just want to give my thoughts and opinions on it, and also on the social media that's been going around it and talking and the conversating and the debating of her talent. And we're going to talk about it. So one thing I want to say is the documentary was amazing. It was really nicely done, beautifully shot, great cinematography. It was just an amazing show, and I felt like I was there. Like I felt like it was an experience. Like whenever Beyonce performs, it's an experience. And regardless of how you feel about Beyonce, whether you like her music, whether you like her artistry, whether you think she's overrated, you don't care for her, you cannot deny that Beyonce is a hard-working individual. She spent 8 months preparing for a Coachella performance. 4 months music, 4 months dancing. She handpicked every dancer, every musician. She went through and meticulously planned out this entire experience. And I think people need to realize that Beyonce really is advancing the culture. Like, this was a phenomenon. This was for the African American culture. She did this for the culture. She brought HBCUs there, and as me, someone particularly who goes to a PWI, who's never been to a HBCU, who's never got to experience like homecoming at a HBCU, it was nice for me to see African American culture that I don't get to indulge in that often. So I was blessed to see it. And honestly, everybody was so together. Everybody was so talented. It wasn't just Beyonce. Like, Beyonce was definitely the main attraction, but like her dancers, her backup singers, the instrumentalists, her team behind the scenes, like everybody brought something to the table. I didn't see not one dancer slip up, have low energy, wasn't there. Everybody was pushing, and I just genuinely feel like this was a beautifully crafted event, and I feel like everybody on that stage was meant to be on that stage. Everybody was meant to be on that stage, period. I just think it was meant to be. I think this is like blessed. This is a blessed event. Blessed by God. It was amazing. And then the fact that she brought on Kelly and Michelle and Solange, just rounded out the entire thing. Like, Beyonce really just delivers, and she always delivers. And I'm not saying that you have to worship the ground that Beyonce walks on. I'm not saying you have to trigger like a god or Beezus or whatever it is. What I am saying is give props when props are due. Beyonce worked hard. She worked extremely hard. I mean, for someone to come back dancing after giving birth to twins with extreme birth complications, like, and I feel so bad because Beyonce, so many people were out there down at Beyonce saying that she had a surrogate, she was faking her pregnancy, they were doing screenshots of her stomach, videos to like see what's going on, and to think that she was going through all this behind the scenes is like crazy. Beyonce literally said she wanted to be able to go to the gym, do the stairs, and rehearse all in a day. Like, a woman who can breastfeed and go back to dancing, like, she is amazing. And the fact that she's delivering this, and she states in the documentary that she wants to like slow down and focus more on family, and she's still delivering. She's still giving it. Now, let's talk about Beyonce being overrated. I don't want to say this. Whenever someone ascends to a high level, people are always going to say they're overrated, period. And I feel that people say Beyonce's overrated is because she is at a high level. She's at a high level that nobody is at. And she lives up to the hype. Like, Beyonce always delivers. Even the least known I won't even say least known, I just say the least acknowledged parts of her artistry are still light years ahead of anybody else. And I feel like Beyonce lives up to the hype. She's lives up to the hype. And like whenever someone is just at that high level and is always delivering, people are going to say that they are overrated. Like for example, the Old Town Road song. Everybody was bumping to it, it's #1 on the billboards, everybody was loving it, and then Dave East comes out and says he thinks it's whack. And all of a sudden you got all these people, well yeah, I thought it was whack from the beginning. You weren't saying anything before. So it only takes that one person to plant a seed out that lets everybody else blossom and bloom and give their negative opinions. And you don't have to like Beyonce. I'm not saying like, no, if you don't like Beyonce, that's cool. But all I'm saying is give props when props are due, because she came and she delivered. And regardless if you like Beyonce, Beyonce's not going anywhere. Beyonce is way too powerful. Beyonce is uncancelable. Like, she could literally start World War III and the Beehive would say the world deserved it. She's not going anywhere. She's gonna keep prospering, performing. And I think we really just need to appreciate Beyonce while she's here. Because once Beyonce retires, once she leaves or stops doing music or slows down for whatever reason, her absence will be felt. I think Beyonce just one of those performers that when she's gone, it's gonna be felt. When Rihanna hasn't been doing music, but when Rihanna finally stops doing music, her absence will be felt. When Nicki Minaj stops doing music, her absence will be felt. It's just the tea. I don't make the rules, it's just the tea. And the fact that Beyonce just had so much representation with her dancers, like there was people of all shades, dark skin, brown skin, light skin. It was representation across the board. I thought the quotes of Maya Angelou and other black influencers just made everything feel monumental. The documentary made the culture feel important. And you know, it's very easy for people who are like non-black POC and white people to, you know, just write off black people culture, just, you know, black culture or whatever, or urban culture. But like, this documentary made it feel important. Like, this was a moment. And seeing all the black faces in the crowd at Coachella, it made me proud. I felt proud to be African American. I felt proud to be a part of this race. I felt proud of my culture. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I know I even say that a lot, but like, y'all, it's Beyonce. It's Beyonce. And then the choreography and the transition. And honestly, the one thing in my mind was, how does she remember all this? How does she keep up with all this? How does she do it? It just kept coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. It was just so many layers, so many parts, so many layers, so many parts. And Beyonce and she's such a wholesome person. I think that's because Beyonce's not problematic. Like, Beyonce is very careful about her brand. Beyonce doesn't go out and like have huge scandals. Like, Beyonce keeps everything very in-house. And for someone as big as her, that's kind of crazy. And I remember I heard a long time ago, but like, one of the things about Beyonce's brand that is so amazing is Beyonce has created a brand of hyper visibility, but also she's inaccessible at the same time. She's hyper visible and inaccessible at the same time. You can see, like, people see Beyonce everywhere, but nobody's in her business. No one's in her like life. No one's pulling out trash, her like skeletons, or pulling out receipts on stuff that she's done. Like, you see Beyonce, but you only see Beyonce because she wants you to see you. She wants you to see her. Does that make any sense? Like, Beyonce only reveals herself when she wants to be revealed. Like, no, you cannot intrude on Beyonce's life. Beyonce keeps that shit on lock. And I think this is, no, don't take this the wrong way. I think this is why people try so hard to make the Trinity thing. Like, they try to put Nicki Minaj and Rihanna and Beyonce into the Trinity, or they take out Nicki and put in Cardi to the Trinity, because when you have someone as amazing as Beyonce, anybody next to her is gonna, like, if you put someone in the same level as Beyonce, that says a lot. Like, she's so amazing that comparing someone to her, it's like a huge compliment. And the thing is, no, you can't compare them, because it doesn't matter who you put in the picture frame with Beyonce. Anyone standing next to Beyonce is not going to shine like Beyonce. And that's not shade to anybody else, but you can't. And I think that's why people try so hard to push the Trinity. And And you know, I'm a fan of the Trinity, but Beyonce's career and Beyonce's success is her success. And she shouldn't have to share that with anybody. And that's why I'm so very, 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 very irritated with the Gaga fans. Particularly this one Gaga fan who went viral trying to compare Beyonce and Gaga, saying, oh yeah, the two performers of our time. And it's like, literally someone put out a tweet of this person talking shit about Beyonce like last week. Like, this is Beyonce's moment. This is not about Gaga. This is Beyonce's moment. The first African-American woman to headline Coachella, this is about her. This is about her. And I feel like Lady Gaga fans, particularly the white gays Lady Gaga fans, have really been making this about Lady Gaga. And this is not it. That's not it. Like, whenever black people have a phenomenal moment in our culture, we are expected to share that spotlight with others. And it's very annoying. It's very annoying. It's like Kanye taking the mic from Taylor Swift. It's like, oh, hold on, Beyonce did great, but Lady Gaga's amazing. That's annoying. That's irritating. That's very irritating. And I see where the Beehive be coming at y'all, because y'all are trying to make this moment about someone else. This is about Beyonce. She worked hard for this. Let her enjoy her moment. Let people have their moment. Stop trying to make it about your fave. And that goes for let's go for any stan Twitter. Like, y'all know how the Beehive is. If you don't compare your fave to Beyonce, because you're setting them up to get dragged, the Beehive will drag any and everyone. It literally dragged what's-her-face for giving Jay-Z a hug. They're crazy. Like, honestly, the Beehive is like that girl, no, the Beehive is like that person in the back of class who got hands, who minds their business sometimes. And then when you poke the bear, you get beat up. You do. Stop doing it. This is Beyonce's moment, so Lady Gaga fans, I don't want to see no, Lady Gaga did not be on Lemonade. I saw a tweet about that. What song would you want Lady Gaga on Lemonade? None of them. None of them. Lemonade was a personal album about Beyonce's personal life, her marriage, forgiveness, grief, all that. No one else needed to be on that album but Beyonce and the people that she put on there. Lady Gaga did not belong on that album. Don't ask no dumb question like that. And this is no shade because I love Lady Gaga, but like, Lady Gaga fans, y'all are really trying to take this moment from Beyonce and give it to Gaga, and this is not about Gaga. Gaga had her moment. A Star Is Born was her moment. We let her have that, okay? You didn't see anybody saying, what song do you want to put Beyonce on the A Star Is Born soundtrack? So we're not putting Gaga on Lemonade. Chill out. Let Beyonce have this, okay? I just don't like how every single time that black people have a monumental moment in our culture, in our history, others feel, I'm not even gonna name a race, others feel that we need to share that spotlight with them. And it's not about you, it's about us. We let y'all have your moment, let us have our moment. So I say this to say, Beyonce's success is Beyonce's success. Not to get into the Barbs real quick, but I also feel like that's why the Barbs also put Nicki Minaj in the Trinity, because Beyonce is untouchable. Like, she cannot be criticized. Like, even when Beyonce is criticized, she's untouchable. Like, she's created this brand that is so strong that no amount of negativity is going to destroy Beyonce, period. And I think that the Barbs wish that Nicki Minaj had that indestructibleness, because Nicki is attacked and she is dragged and the hate train is real. And I wish that, you know, it would be nice if Nicki could be, it would be nice if there was more protection for Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj is very vulnerable at times. I feel like Beyonce has a lot of protection with her brand and her team and her stand, and the Beehive does a really good job of protecting Beyonce. And the Barbs go hard for Nicki too, but like, it's not the same. That makes sense. That's not dragging Nicki because I love Nicki Minaj so much. Nicki Minaj has like a place in my heart. OG queen, period. I just thought about that. I don't know why I put it in the video, but I thought about that. Maybe I'm tripping. But that is all I have to say. That is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a great documentary, an amazing documentary, a moment in African American history. It was beautiful, it was gorgeous, it was tasty, it was the flavor. It was seasoned. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, check out my other ones. And have a nice day.